ブリーチ
Okay, let's read chapter 188 of Bleach, Crush the World Down. We're starting volume 22 here, new volume, and we got the reveal that Ichigo's dad is a Shinigami and a pretty badass one. So, boom. This is him apparently taking care of the Grand Fisher. Bah! Bakana! Impossible! Boom. Oh, wow. Okay. So he's dissolving. Za. That is Kon. Kon inside Ichigo's physical body. There he is. Ichigo's dad. Ichigeki Kaio? One attack? Like, really? Or like, question mark? One attack. Mucha kucha da. It's crazy. I guess this is Kon thinking. Mucha kucha da. Mucha kucha tsue jane ka. Crazy strong, isn't it? So crazy strong, isn't he? Koitsu ga hontou ni Ichigo no. This guy truly Ichigo's dad is the implication there, and getting kind of a flashback to his silly. This is what Ichigo's dad is normally like. Oh, ano baka oji nano ka yo? Yeah, so Ichigo no ano baka oji oyaji. So that stupid parent. Is it really that stupid parent of Ichigo's? Utemashita ka? Utemashita ka? Like, shot? Fired? Struck? It's a question. Oh. Hataki. Who's saying that? Oh, there's someone else. I'm like, that's not him. So someone is asking, like, struck, revenge. Kataki means villain, usually in reference to someone that killed a relative, someone that you would want vengeance against. So this is sort of the question of, like, were you striking down your villain? Because remember, the Grand Fisher presumably was involved with the death of Ichigo's mother. Hiteta no ka? Arrived? So, like, you've arrived. Urahara. So, of course, Ichigo's dad knows Urahara. Oh hisashiburi desu. It's been a while. Ishin-san, Mr. Ishin. Okay. We go into the splash page for chapter 188. Again, Crush the World Down. There you go. Ooh, of course I tap it and that puts it out of focus. Iya, ude wa nibutte nai mitai desu ne. This is Urahara talking, you can tell from the sune. Well, as for the arm, as for the skill, dull, not dull, it seems to be, isn't it that? So it seems like you haven't gotten dull in your skill. Anshin shimashita. Did peace or at ease. So, like, that makes me feel at ease. Nanda eraku matomo na koto iu jane ka? So what is this, or what is it? Eraku matomo. You're speaking remarkably matomo. Honestly, decently, normally.
Hello there.
aren't you? So, or normal things, aren't you? そりゃもう what would that be here? それはもう Like, really? As for that already? レアツしぼんでてあたしのせいにされちゃたまんないんで Okay. Spiritual pressure, shibonde. Shibonde. Withering or fading. Spiritual pressure, withering, fading, or wilting. My fault being done. How could I stand that? Yeah, I won't stand for, like, I guess it being my fault that your spiritual pressure is shrinking or something. Ah, so kai. Oh, is that so? Is that right? Shinpai sunna. I guess this is still Urahara now talking. Don't worry. Betsu ni shibondete mo ome no sei nya shinei yo. Otherwise, even if it were shrinking or withering, your fault will not do. I won't make that your fault, even if it were shrinking or withering. Okay. So maybe that's Ishin talking here. それも含めて俺の実力だ. In any case, at least it's my true strength. Like, I guess, like, I'm not gonna blame you for it, because at the end of the day, it's my true strength. それも含めて. Yeah, I guess, like, keeping in mind. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Okay. どうすか? How is it? どうですか? So how is it? 20年ぶりの死神の体は as for the body of a shinigami, I guess with 20 years passing. Buri here means for time to be passing. Sometimes it can mean this, like putting on airs, but in this case, it's this meaning, which is after 20 years. So after 20 years, the body of a shinigami, how is it? Mama da. It's fine. It's mama. Mama is kind of like neither good nor bad. Kokoro wa haremashita ka? As for the kokoro, has it cleared up? Hare is usually the term for, like, a clear day weather-wise. So as for the heart, mind, spirit, has it cleared up? Okay, likely again referring to previous stuff. Ma da, same response, like it's so. Moto moto iu hodo eranja ine da yo. Okay. Uran. What is Uran here? Urami, resentment. Oh, bitterness. Okay, so to the saying extent, like being bitter, it isn't that. So as far as I can say, I'm not, like, it's not being bitter. You hold on. Yeah, we'll just have to go with that. Anna horo no koto wa. Those sorts of hollows things. Yeah. As for the things of, like, those sorts of hollows, I guess, like, it's not bitterness, like, from the start. From the start, to the extent of saying bitterness, it isn't. Or, like, I'm not bitter. As for the events of those sorts of hollows. 俺がこの20年の間でかけらも晴れねえほど恨んでることがあるとすれば Me, in the period of these 20 years, kakera mo. Oh, wait, no, that's not a fragment. Kakera. Oh, it is a fragment. Okay. Even a splinter, a fragment of not clearing up extent bitterness thing existing, if doing that. So I guess like if I am doing the existence of some sort of regret that's like, I guess like not clearing up a fragment. Soitsu wa ano yoru. As for that guy, that evening, Masaki o sukue nakatta ore no muryoku dake da. Yeah, okay. He's saying it's not being able to save Masaki, that's his wife. My lack of power, just that. So this is kind of like saying, if there's a sliver of something that hasn't cleared up that I am regretting, then it's my lack of strength, just my lack of strength at not being able to save Maki that night. I guess soitsu here means referring to the regret that might exist. Okay. Phew. Kawanai ne? Not changing, isn't it? So like you haven't changed, have you? Soyo toko. That's sort of a place or event. Musuko-san to sokkuri da. This is like the honored son is the spitting image. So basically, your son is the spitting image of you. Nite ne yo. Not resembling. Except, right, that response. Musuko-san to ieba. As for, or if talk about the honorable son, kizuitemasu, are you noticing? Ah, yep. Omae-san no yomidori, according to your reading, sesshoku shite kita mitai da na. Coming to do direct contact, it seems. So sort of like as you predicted, according to what you read, meaning like reading the future or reading kind of where things were headed, it seems coming to do direct contact. So in this case, they're talking about, yeah, this guy and the whole Vizardo thing or whatever that's supposed. Yeah. Vizardo da. It's the Vizardos. And I'm going to keep pronouncing them really badly with that Vizardo. I guess it's actually Vaizado. Vaizado. Okay, so that was just a temporary flashback to remind you who they're actually talking about. Ninjutsu o tsukatte horo no chikara o te ni shiyou to shita moto shinigami no muho shudan. Okay, so this is like describing what these things are in like one sentence. It is a forbidden art using hollow strength of the hollows, trying to obtain the strength of the hollows using forbidden arts, originally Shinigamis, the lawless group. So that's what the Vaizado are, a lawless group of former Shinigamis that are trying to obtain the power of hollows using forbidden arts. Shōzai mo shiso mo issai fume. The like location, even the location or like existence and even the ideals, the ideology maybe, like shiso is the way of thinking. It's completely unknown. Issai fume. Yeah, everything is unknown without exception. The whole thing is unknown. Yakai da ze. It's no good. yakai. It's no good. It's trouble. The capital T. けど、黒崎さんに接触してきたということは、however, to Mr. Kurosaki, as for the event of the thing called coming to do direct contact, ... So, however, as for the fact that they've come to directly contact Ichigo, ... Yep, he finishes the thought, I guess. 連中も何らかの戦いの準備をしてるってことだ。The colleague or the group also, some sort of a thing, some sort of a battle, preparations, doing it's that event. So with Urahara saying, like, as for the event of them coming to do direct contact with Kurosaki, with Ichigo, his dad says, yes, it means it's the event of them doing preparations for a battle of somewhere, that group. 俺たちと同じようにな. With us in the same manner, you know? So in the same manner as us. Okay, let me get a serious look from both of them. 連中も感づいてんだろうさ. The group also probably noticing. アランカルどもの急激な変化にな. So the group also probably noticing the sudden, precipitous transformation of the Arankaru group, the Ankaru Domo. Yappari saki no horo wa, as I thought, as for that earlier hollow, Arankaru nansu ne? It was an Arankaru, wasn't it? And we talked about this last time because the Grand Fisher used that term. The Arankaru means like shattered mask or shattered face. Yep. Daga, but 今までに見たアランカルもどきどもとは、完成度はまるで別物だった。Okay, so, yes, but up until now, even the scene Arankaru, Modoki Domo Tomo. As for with the ones that I've seen up until now, Modoki Domo. Arankaru Modoki. I don't know what the Modoki is getting dots. Modoki can mean pseudo, but I don't think that's what that's supposed to mean here. So, I don't know. Kanseido wa marude betsumono datta. Like, as for a perfect degree or a complete degree, it's as if it's a different thing. Kanseido. Yeah, we're just going to go with that then. Like, the perfection or completion degree, as for that, it's as if it were a different thing. So he's saying, basically, like, up until now, the Arankaru that I've seen, compared with them, the one that I saw was a completely different thing of, like, perfection or completion degree. So it could be, then, that Modoki could mean pseudo. In any case, the English here went, yes, but its level of development was far beyond any Arankara I've seen before. So, similar. 何十年も進歩のなかったアランカルもどきどものレベルが. Okay, so he's continuing to use that term. So several decades, the advancement, not non-existence, the Arankaru Domo level. So the level of the Ankarus, like not advancing for several decades, haneagatteんだよ. Haneagatte. Jumping up, springing up, or it's sprung up. Maybe he's talking about like this, like the advancement. They hadn't advanced for decades, but this one like sprung up. Koko e kitte, yeah, ikinari na, to this place coming suddenly. So it's suddenly sprung up to this level. Wakatte daro, understanding, right? So you know you understand what that means, right? Koitsu wa tsumari, as for that guy, or as for this guy, what that means is, as for this thing, what that means is, Aizen Sosuke. You know, they could have saved a lot of time by saying, like, you know, son, there's this guy, Aizen Sosuke. Don't trust him. Whatever. It's also sexy Aizen. Aitsu ga Arankaru Modoki Domo ni sesshoku shi. That guy doing direct contact with the Arankaru Modoki Domo. Shin no Arankaru o tsukuri dasou to shiteru te koto da. It's the event of trying to manufacture new, pure Arankaru. So that guy doing direct contact with the Arankaru and the event of him trying to manufacture pure Shin Arankaru. Okay. Hogyoku, there's that thing. Hogyoku no chikara o tsukatte na, using the power of the Hogyoku, right? The Hogyoku is the thing that he plucked, Aizen plucked from Kuchiki. Which again is like the crumbling jewel. We'll just keep calling it the Hogyoku. Reberu wa haneagatta ga. So as for the level, it has jumped up, but Reiyatsu no nigori guai de owakaru. The spiritual pressures nigori condition is understanding. Nigori. Murkiness. Impurity. Which I should know that from the sake. But so again, as for the level, meaning the strength, the power level, it's jumped up, it's sprung up, but understanding with the murkiness of the condition of the spiritual pressure. Ano Arankaru wa mada mikanse datta. As for those Arankaru, they're still incomplete. They're still imperfect. Osaraku wa kono level de dono teido tatakaeru ka te data atsume no tame ni dashite kita shisakuhin da. Osaraku wa, as for a probability, as for perhaps, with this level, what extent of being able to fight? That question, for the purposes of collecting data, came to send out, this is like experiment, shisakuhin, or a test, a test equipment, prototype model, a trial product. Yeah. So yeah, perhaps this thing was a prototype model that they sent out for the purposes of collecting data to ask the question, at this level, is it able to fight? Or to what extent is it able to fight? 今こそあのレベルだが、宝玉の力は絶大だ。With now, in particular, that level it is, but as for the strength or the power of the whole Gyoku, it is zetsudai. It is like really big, tremendous, immense. The strength, the power of the whole Gyoku is immense. Yatsu wa sugu ni kenkyū o oeru ze. As for that guy, likely meaning Sosuke, Aizen, soon research will complete. So as for that guy, soon will complete the research. そして完成した真のアランカルとメノスの偶然を従えて and then perfection being done, pure arankaru with them. So then with the perfected pure arankarus, commanding an army, a great army of Menosu, of the big hollows. Shitagal. Well, I guess, why Shitagal? To accompanying that. Or maybe being accompanied by that. Shitagaete. Yeah, I think that's more like being accompanied by. Yeah, to be accompanied by. It's like the intransitive. Or it says transitive. Huh. I would have taken that as intransitive. In any case, being accompanied by a great army of Menosu. Okay, that's, I suppose, the great army. Sekai o tsubushi ni arawareru. Like making an appearance towards the destruction of the world. Or appearing to just like appearing as in like coming into view and destroying the world. Do suru yo? How do? Meaning, what should we do? Nan toka shimashou? Like, let's do something? We'll do something? Izure ni shiro kono jidai da. Izure ni. At any rate, with this, in this circumstance, kono jidai da, or it's this jidai. It's this period. No. Jitai. Yeah, it's this situation. That's the situation. Da. Teki mikata wa tomokaku toshite. As for enemies and allies, teki mikata? Yeah, that's interesting. Teki would be enemies, opponents. Mikata would be allies. So as for enemies and allies, tomokaku toshite. I guess that's everyone. Generally speaking, as for enemies and allies, yeah, minna ugokimasu yo. Everyone is moving. Everyone's mobilizing. For war is the implication. Okay. Back to Ichigo. maybe. Vizardo mo, even the Vizardos. Atashi tachimo, even us. Soshite, and. Oh, and. Quincy's? Oh, no. The Soul Society mo, also the Soul Society. So everyone will be moving, preparing. So we're switching back to the Soul Society, I guess, there. Someone moving along. Okay. We're getting glimpses of all the captains. You getting hints of them. There's Soifon, right? There's Byakuya. There's what's his name. There's what's her name. Za. Za. Mendokusei na. Stinky annoying. Like, this is really annoying, you know? Soka. I see. Wakatta. Sugu ni iku. Understood. Soon, immediately will go. Okay, here they are at the number 1. Slamming down his staff. Kyu no shōshu ni yosorote kureta shokun. Okay, so like sudden beckoning gathering. Shōshu. Assembling, calling, or convening, yeah. So, like, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, thank you, or doing the favor of assembling for urgent summoning or urgent convening. Sorede wa kore yori. As for that, more than this, or from this, the Taishukai o tori okonao. Tori okonao. This is like to conduct the leader meeting. Tori. Okay, that's not coming up. What is that version of toru? To attend to business. Okay, this is like, we'll conduct, yeah, again, like the meeting of the leaders. Taishu. We normally see taicho to mean captains, but this is like unit heads, and kai here means meeting. So he's basically assembling them to have a meeting. Presumably they're going to talk about what Urahara and Isshin were just talking about. Okay, and that is the end of the chapter. So things are afoot. Captain Aizen is making super hollows, etc. All right, what is this? Kon-sama no erochin tsu. This is Lord Kon's like erotic chin, part 2. Sono koro, that time, gense de wa, in the real world. Huh? Koko. Is that wa? Nani ku itai. I guess, like, as for this place, what the hell? Like, where the hell am I? Gaba? This is, what's his name? Taro? So, soyeba. Like, oh, now that I say it, or if you say it that way. Hon. This is either Santa Claus or is that a hokun howan? I don't know what that's supposed to be. The English one went ding ding ding. Anyway, whatever. We'll see. These have all been kind of lame. So we'll see wherever that goes next time. Who cares? That was 188. Next time we will read chapter 189. What better way to continue about talking about preparing for war than going back to school? So we'll see what happens there next time.